But the tax, I think we should support government and also open our eyes wide to be sure that they will be used for the very purposes for which they've been promised. That's to say, buy the liquid fuel, and then to help pay the legacy debt. But whilst say that we'll use subsequently, because the president said after we've solved the issue of the liquid fuels, eventually we will be using the money to help pay the legacy debts. As at the time Atufosi was speaking, he said it was $3.1 billion, right?
Yes.
Remember when Akufo-Addo was going, one of the speeches, he showed that when he was leaving, it was 2.5 billion. So in the last few months, because there is a speech that Akufo-Addo gave.
That's not accurate.
Yeah.
That's not accurate. As of December 2024, the debt related to generation was $3.1 billion. So that is what the previous administration bequeathed to this administration. So if the former president put out that information, that is not accurate.
Yes, there is a video where he says it's 2.5 billion.
That's
So it's 3.1. Very well. So you see that. So basically, yes, you want to pay off, but we also reckon. You see that, Mr. Kansi, I like the way you put your question. The matter of ECG and those matters, but we also know that a lot of the debts, etc. Okay, have arisen because ECG is not being run efficiently. The corruption is too high. Look at the Hubtel contract. Something ECG was doing by itself, the software. Bawumia came and accused ECG workers of sabotage. He accused them of corruption and that they were sabotaging ECG. Then that gave him an opportunity to bring in Hubtel so that they could also now raise money for themselves. That Hubtel contract, we must go into it. You ask Bembuachi, other experts in the industry, they'll tell you that the commission on the Hubtel contract is too high. In any event, wasn't ECG doing the same work? Because Bawumia and his people wanted to make money, and when we come to ECG, problems with ECG lay at the doorstep of Bawumia because the cash waterfall mechanism, etc., were being supervised by him. That's how come he brought in Hubtel, so that his boys could make money.
You say he brought in this administration, you've seen they've also been seen as well, you know.
They are going to renegotiate the Hubtel contract. If not take it away, but it can't stay in its current form. That much, yes, it's very clear. Hey, there will be an aluta. The Hubtel contract cannot stay in its current form. It's either coming down or going out totally, but not in its current form. That's how come those, remember we said it here, we said, look, that's how come people said, even went to the extent of saying Hubtel is owned by Bawumia. When they say so, yes, they know that Bawumia would not put his name as shareholder.
That they came out to deny that it actually is not the case.
Oh, obviously, but who would be so foolish to go and put his name at the Registrar General as a shareholder? But what we mean is that the boys, those are his boys, so they make the money and then
to put it on
behind
record, that they responded that was not.
Oh, obvious. Yes. It's obvious. So when people say, you see, there's language, there's meaning in language. What people are saying is that the way the Hubtel contract came in under Bawumia's supervision, it reeks of corruption that he brought in his boys so that those boys would make money and then behind the scenes they will sort him out. That's the meaning of Bawumia owns Hubtel, not that
so
if
you want it investigated.
Oh, absolutely.
And reviewed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure Mr. Jinapo will do that. No, there's no two ways about that. So, and other issues with
but
ECG.
Martin, if
yes.
we do investigate it, and it comes out that Bawumia is the owner, will it be told to the people?
It will not be told, but at least it will be reviewed. As for owner, no, you will not see him or owner on paper. No, that one, there's no way. No. You will never see him. It's about the proceeds. Follow the money. When the boys are paid, follow the money. Eventually, where does the money?
So that's why you're calling for investigation and possible review. You wanted to make an intervention quickly on that.
Yes, let me set that record straight. That the issues that have to do with ECG, in fact, as an entity, is under investigation. There are several issues when it comes to ECG, from procurement and other issues that actions that people have committed. Matters have been referred to the national security. There are some that is being dealt with by the CID. Others are being dealt with NIB. So with time, and that's why I made the point earlier that the issues with the power sector is being handled in several ways, multifaceted at the same time, simultaneously. You are dealing with the challenges with infrastructure, you are dealing with challenges with procurement, you are dealing with challenges with fuel and all that. But let me make the point clear that this tax or this levy that has been introduced is primarily to procure liquid fuels for the power plants.
Just for liquid fuel?
Primarily liquid fuels.
Okay.
And then like the president said, once you are dealing with a challenge, for example, if you are spending $1.2 billion on liquid fuels, if it's natural gas, you spend half the cost.
I see.
What it means is that you're going to make some savings there. And once those savings are made, then you can go into dealing with the debts in the sector. But all of them are being handled simultaneously.